Hello students, this is Chandrashekar, social science teacher, Bgs Public School, Shidlweta. Dear students, in this session we have to start a fresh lesson, that is Indian Physiography, class 10, Geography, second lesson. In this chapter we have to learn about general features of the landforms of India. It means some of the important characteristics and variety types of the landforms, mountains, valleys, hill stations, etc., etc., etc. Then physiographic divisions of India, at what type of parts consist of our Indian country, that is also we have to learn in this chapter. Then important features of the physical divisions, that physical divisions consist of at what type of importance, that is also we have to learn in this chapter. So students, in this chapter we have to learn for the following aspect: general features of the landforms of India, physiographic divisions of India, important features of the physical divisions. So dear students, India is a vast country and it has a variety of landforms. It means India is a large country, it consists of variety of landforms. Landforms we know about the mountains, valleys, hill stations, etc., etc., etc. See here, they include, what include? Variety of the landforms are include mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys and coastal plains. So this is we should consider for the variety of the landforms. These have influence on the river system. What have influence on the river system? Climate, natural vegetation, land use, agriculture, transport, distribution of population. Means mainly here mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys and coastal plains are influenced on the river system. Variety types of the river system are there throughout the Indian country. Then variety type of the climate is there. Natural vegetation is too different. Land use is too different. Agriculture is too different. Transport is too different. Even for the distribution of the population also too different. Because of the reason, influence of mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys and coastal plains. Then dear students, the overall physiographic divisions of India have to divide it into 4 major divisions. On the basis of physiography, India can be divided into 4 major divisions, 4 major parts. The first one is the northern mountains. See? These are the northern mountains. Then second one is the northern Great Plains, the green color available for, that is the northern Great Plains. And the Peninsular Plateau, see yellow color, this all we should consider for the Peninsular Plateau. Then the coastal plain, so here this is the coastal plains. So the total, on the basis of physiography, India can be divided into 4 major divisions. The first one is northern mountains, second one is northern Great Plains, third one is Peninsular Plateau, fourth one is the coastal plains and islands. Islands means here we should consider for the Andaman Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands. These are the physiographic divisions of India. Then the first one, the northern mountains. See, northern mountains consist of Himalayas. These are the northern mountains. The northern mountains consist of the Himalayas, which are a group of young fold mountains. It means close down. See, while coming means down. So that is we should consider for the young fold mountains. Then they extended as continuous chain. It means lock of, so it means the link of mountains. The Himalayas, see there is a link of mountain we can see possible along the northern boundary of India. See this all for the northern boundary of India, which extended the northern mountains continuous chain. There is a link between the mountains. We can found northern boundary of our Indian country. And the northern mountains are the same. They are the highest mountain ranges. Which are the highest mountain ranges in the world means the northern mountains are the highest ranges. It means hill stations in the world. Here we can see for the highest peaks. Highest peaks means the highest points we can see for this. Then for the deep valleys. Deep valleys means the beautiful farmland surrounded by water or contained by the water. See the deep farmland. Then gorges. Gorges means the river run between mountain. See here river is flowing, run between the mountain. This is we can possible to see only for the northern mountain. And the passes, see this is passes. This means we should call it in Kannada Kanive Marga. In Kannada we should call it in Kanive Marga. So dear students, the northern mountains are the group of young fold mountains. It means they are all bended, not available for in equal way. They extended as continuous chain. Between the mountains there is a link. We can possible to see that is the northern boundary of our Indian country. And the northern mountains are the highest mountain ranges in the world. They have highest peaks, highest mountains also we can see for them. Deep valleys, gorges and glaciers possible to see here. And in India, they extended from the Indus Gorge in the west to the Brahmaputra Gorge in the east. See here, this is the Indus Gorge. It means Sindhu river to Brahmaputra river in the east. So these all we should consider for the northern mountains. The kilometers of is 2,400 kilometers. Sindhu river to Brahmaputra river, it consists of 2,400 kilometers west to east. Then the width varies from 240 to 320 kilometers. So this is the length and this is the width, 240 to 320 kilometers. They are broader in the west and narrower in the east. See, western side is wide. This is the western side is wide. Then once come to the eastern side, narrow, not wide, not wide. So that is the width varies from 240 to 320 kilometers. They broader in the west and narrower in the east. They covered an area, see the most of the area, covered of the area 5 lakh kilometer. 5 lakh kilometer. Generally, they have steep slopes. Generally, they have a steep slopes. It means deepest area here available for the south and gentle slopes towards the north, not available for deep, for the north purpose. Here available for the Tibet, for such a very important places. Then dear students, here for the northern mountains, mainly we can see means another one. See here, the Himalayas. Northern mountains consist of some of the important Himalayas. The Himalayas consist of 3 parallel ranges. Northern mountains consist of Himalayas. The Himalayas consist of or divided into 3 parallel ranges. It means equal ranges. The first one is Greater Himalayas. Greater means large Himalayas. Second one, Lesser Himalayas. It means the lesser Himalayas are very less in size. Third one is Shivalik hills. So dear students, the northern mountains consist of Himalayas. These Himalayas consist of three parallel ranges. It means equal ranges. The first one is Greater Himalayas. Greater means large in Himalayas. Second one, Lesser Himalayas. The Lesser Himalayas means very less than Shivalik hills, hill stations. These three, the Himalayas consist of three parallel ranges. Greater Himalayas, Lesser Himalayas, Shivalik hills. Now, we should gather one by one about Greater Himalayas, Lesser Himalayas and Shivalik hills. So the first one, dear students, the Greater Himalayas. They are the innermost continuous and highest ranges. It means innermost means see most of the places available for the deep. Then continuous, there is a chain link between the mountains. Continuous means there is a chain link between the mountains, and the highest ranges, Greater Himalayas are the highest hill stations we can possible to see here. Then the average height of the range, the average height of the hill stations is 6,100 kilometers. 6,100 kilometers. These ranges have many high peaks. These ranges have many highest points or highest hill stations we can possible to see here. Where we can possible to see here means the Greater Himalayas. Let's see for the Greater Himalayas at what type of highest peaks possible to see. The first one is Mount Everest. It consists of 8,848 meters. Mount Everest, it is the highest peak in the world. Mount Everest, it is the highest peak in the world. It consists of 8,848 meters. So this is the Mount Everest picture, dear students. Then after the Mount Everest peak, some of the important other peaks we can found in Greater Himalayas. So based on the Greater Himalayas, here available for the question, list out the peaks that we have to found in Greater Himalayas means the first one is Mount Everest. Then other important peaks are Kanchanajunga, Makulu, then Dhaulagiri, Manaslu, Nanda Devi. These are the other important peaks of the Greater Himalayas. This is the picture of Mount Everest, and this is for Kanchanajunga. This is Makulu, and this is the Dhaulagiri, and this is Manaslu, and this is the highest peak like we have to find in the Greater Himalayas like Nanda Devi. Among to these all peaks, which is the highest peak in the Greater Himalayas means Mount Everest, and which is the highest peak in the world means also Mount Everest. Then how many meters height it consists means 8,848 meters. So after, dear students, these ranges have many high peaks. These ranges have many high peaks already learned, and we have already learned, and they are the home of many glaciers. Which are the home of many glaciers means the Greater Himalayas, home of the many glaciers. It means the birthplace of many glaciers. Such important glaciers are glaciers means some of the important the ice moving mass. It means Himanadigalu. Glaciers means Himanadigalu. So such a important glaciers are Gangotri glacier and Yamunotri glacier. Where we can found for the Gangotri glacier and Yamunotri glacier means Greater Himalayas. And there are many passes. Passes means like between the hill stations there is a road or there is a way that is very difficult. We should consider for the God section like, but here available for only mountains and the hill station. So such a passes are Burzil. So this is for the Burzil pass. And another one, Lozila. This is Lozila Pass, and this is Shipkila Falls. List out the passes that we have to found in Greater Himalayas, means Burzil, Lozila and Shipkila. These are the important passes we have to found in Greater Himalayas. So dear students, the mountain lying to the northwest of the Himadri are called Trans-Himalayas. Which mountains? The northern mountains already said, and the greater Himalayas mountains northwest. This is the north and this is the west. In this spot we can found for the greater Himalayas. These also called as Himadri, then Trans-Himalaya. So the mountains lying to the northwest, see, north to west, greater Himalayas, and west of the Himadri, and these all called for the Trans-Himalayas. Write the meaning of Trans-Himalayas means the greater Himalaya mountains lying to the northwest of the Himadri are called Trans-Himalayas. Himadri means Himalaya. Then dear students, these consist of, the greater Himalayas consist of Karakoram range. See, this is for the Karakoram range. Where is the highest peak? Here we can found for the highest peak of our Indian country, that is K2 or Mount Godwin Austen located. This is the Karakoram range, here available for the K2. This is the highest mountain range or highest mountain peak of our Indian country. Which one? K2 or Mount Godwin Austen. Where it should be located means Karakoram range. See, this is reflectioning for the Karakoram range. So this is for the K2. And this is the picture of K2 and where K2 or Mount Godwin Austen located. It is the highest mountain peak of our Indian country. Which is the highest mountain peak in the world means Himalayas. And which is the highest mountain peak of India means K2 or Mount Godwin Austen. Where it located means Karakoram range in Jammu and Kashmir. So it is the highest peak in India, K2. It is the highest peak in India. Then after the greater Himalayas, another one parallel range, that is lesser Himalayas. This is very less in size but not in large. These ranges are located to the south of the greater Himalayas. See, south of the greater Himalayas. They are also called as Himachal. See here, greater Himalayas called as Himadri. Greater Himalayas called as Himadri. Lesser Himalayas called as Himachal. It means it's located near Himachal Pradesh, so it was a reason purpose. It is called as Himachal. They are 60 to 80 kilometers wide. Wide means agala, 60 to 80 kilometers and 1500 to 4500 meter height. Wide is 60 to 80 meters and height is 1500 to 4500 meters. The lesser Himalayas. The eastern part is covered with the forest. So this is the only for the eastern part, covered with only for the forest in lesser Himalayas. So there are many parallel ranges in lesser Himalayas. Some of the important equal ranges are there in lesser Himalayas. Let's see what are main. The first one is Pirpinjal. Pirpinjal, next Dhauladhar, Nagathiba, Mausire, Mahabharat, Darjeeling ranges. These are the parallel ranges we have to found in lesser Himalayas. The first one is the Pirpinjal, second one is the Dhauladar, third one is Naghatiba, fourth one is Mausire, and fifth one Mahabharat and Darjeeling. These are the very important hill stations or ranges we can found in the lesser Himalayas. So dear students, they contain many valleys which contain lesser Himalayas contain some of the important beautiful valleys. So deepest place and looking like a so beautiful, and such a place consists of some of the important river. It means water. So they contain many valleys such as Kashmir Valley, Kangra Valley and Kulu Valley. So this is the picture of Kashmir Valley looking so beautiful and deep, available for contain of water. Then this is the Kangra Valley, here also available for the water, deep and looking so beautiful. And another one is Kulu Valley, it's looking like a beautiful weather. So they contain many valleys. Lesser Himalayas consist of many valleys, like list out the valleys that we have to found in lesser Himalayas means Kashmiri Valley, Kangra Valley, then Kulu Valley. Then dear students, these are also noted for hill stations. Noted means most famous for hill stations. Which one? Lesser Himalayas are most famous for hill stations. Which are the hill stations? Mainly we have to found here means the most famous and notable hill stations. So such as Shimla, Ranikhet, Mausire, Nainital, Darjeeling. So here are the pictures. This is the Shimla, one of the important hill station. Then another one is Mausire. This is also one of the important hill station that we have to found in lesser Himalayas. Then Nainital, this is also one of the important hill station. Then Ranikhet, this is also one of the important hill station that we have to found in lesser Himalayas. Then Darjeeling, this is one of the important beautiful hill station that we have to found in the lesser Himalayas. So dear students, then after the lesser Himalayas, the third one, the Shivalik hills. Another one is the Shivalik hills. So they are the outermost ranges. It means out of the Himalayas. Where we have to found for the Shivalik ranges means. So this is the Shivalik ranges, and this is possible to see out of the Himalayas. So this we can consider for the outer Himalayas. Shivalik ranges also, or Shivalik hill stations also called as the outer Himalayas. Why means they are the outermost ranges or foothills located to the south of the main Himalayas. Therefore, they are also known as outer Himalayas. Mainly dear students, and here we have to see means they are all the lowest range of the Himalayas. Lowest range means lowest hill stations we have to found in Shivalik. Lowest hill stations we have to found in Shivalik, lowest ranges. And what about the height here? 600 to 1500 meters height, and width, it means agala, only for 15 to 150 kilometers. Width is 15 to 50 kilometers, height is 600 to 1500 meters height. Shivalik hills. They extended from Jammu and Kashmir in the west. So this is dear students, Jammu and Kashmir. Then west to Arunachal Pradesh. West to Arunachal Pradesh. They extended from Jammu and Kashmir in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. They have flat bottom. Which one having for the flat bottom means? Flat means the land is surface, equal land, table land, the level of land available help for the equally. And bottom, some places located for deep structured, it means organized. They have flat bottom structured valleys which are known as dunes. Write the meaning of dunes means, otherwise where we have to found for the dunes we have to found in Shivalik hills. What is the meaning of dunes means? They have flat bottom structured valleys which are known as dunes. Then example for the dune. See, this is which one? Dehradun. It is also possible we have to found in Shivalik hills. Then the importance of Himalayas. Total. Here the greater Himalayas, lesser Himalayas, and the third one we already learned for the Shivalik hills. These three parallel ranges also available for in Himalayas. Then total overall importance of Himalayas. Very easily we have to keep in our mind. This is very important. 3 mark question, my dear students. What is the importance of Himalayas? Prevent foreign invasion. Prevent is nothing but, my dear student, our completely solve for the illegal entry of the foreigners, because the Himalayas consist of highest mountain peaks and so many glaciers are there, and it consists of most of the hill stations, and that area is too dangerous. So through these side highly impossible foreigners enter to our Indian country. This is the first importance of Himalayas wise, prevent foreign invasion. Second one, they prevent the cold winds from Central Asia. From Central Asia to India, cold winds are always moving, running. Here, the Himalayas are, got it? Stop the cold winds. If the cold, already Himalayas are very cold. Further, again the cold winds are from Central Asia to joining means, again the cold more available for in our Indian country. So here the Himalayas are prevent the cold winds from Central Asia. So this is central. Then obstruct the rain bearing winds, and this cause heavy rainfall. It means when clouds are moving from one place to another place, it means stop the rain bearing winds, because that is the hill station. When they are stopping for the rain bearing winds, possible to receive for the heavy rainfall. So that is, students, obstruct the rain bearing winds, and this cause heavy rainfall. Slopes have thick forest. So these are the slopes, dear students. Here we can found for the thick forest. Forests are very useful in growing Himalayas, and forests are very useful for to made up some of the important woodwork, etc., receiving for the rain and stop for the cloud. These are also very important, dear students. Then ideal for plantation crop. It means perfect climate for plantation crops, and the slopes of the hill stations are plants growing for some of the important crops like coffee, tea, rubber, etc. Then storehouse of minerals. We have to find out variety types of the minerals in Himalayas. So the pictures of some of the important minerals. Then the birthplace of many rivers. In this Himalayas, origin of so many rivers. Some of the important rivers are Gangotri, Yamunotri, then another one very important river, Brahmaputra. These all the rivers, the birthplace of Himalayas only. Then to generate hydroelectric power. To generate means bring into existence for hydroelectric power by using the water, river water. So dear students, these are the importance of Himalayas. Very easy. The first one, prevent foreign invasion. Second one, they prevent the cold winds from Central Asia. Third one, obstruct the rain-bearing winds and this cause heavy rainfall. Then fourth one, slopes have thick forest. Fifth one, ideal for plantation crops. Sixth one, storehouse of minerals, the birthplace of many rivers to generate hydroelectric power. These are the importance of Himalayas. Then dear students, second one, the northern Great Plains. After the Himalayas, second one we have to see for the northern Great Plains. It lies between the Himalayas and the Peninsular plateau. See dear students, mainly here I have to show this is for the Himalayas and this is Peninsular plateau. Peninsular plateau. Between here available for the green color. So that is for very important northern plains. It lies between, which lies between means the northern Great Plains lies between Himalayas and the Peninsular plateau. It is formed by the depositional work of three river system. Depositional means the natural process. In the northern plains, we have to see for the three important rivers. Such important rivers are Sutlej, Ganga and Brahmaputra. See, from last to first, we should consider for the depositional system of BGS. This is our school name. BGS. B means Brahmaputra, G means Ganga, S means Sutlej. Do you understand, dear friends? So that is here northern Great Plains are formed by the depositional system of three rivers, namely Sutlej, Ganga and Brahmaputra. From last to first, BGS, Brahmaputra, Ganga and Sutlej. And it is the largest alluvial soil track in the world. It means extended area, northern plains area, we have to found most of the alluvial soil. So which is the largest alluvial soil track in the world means northern plains or the largest alluvial soil track in the world. So this is, and the northern Great Plains extending east to west, extending, so this is east to west. So this is east and this is west. This is east and this is west. Then the length is 2,500 kilometers. What is the length of northern plains means 2,500 kilometers. Average width, it means agala, only for 240 to 340 kilometers. Length is 2,500 kilometers. Then width is only 240 to 340 kilometers. So covers an area about 7 lakh kilometer overall area. Northern Great Plains area cover about more than 7 lakh kilometers. The plain is very flat. See, this is the plain. So very flat available for. In this place we can highly impossible to see for the rocks, only we can see for the grass only. So the plain is very flat and the rocks are not exposed on the surface. There is only grass, that's it. It was the reason purpose we can highly impossible to found for the rocks. Then dear students, the importance of the northern Great Plains. The importance of the northern Great Plains. Importance of Himalayas separate, then importance of the northern Great Plains separate. The first one, very suitable for agriculture because they are available for the three important depositional river system, Brahmaputra, Sutlej and Ganga. By utilizing these three river water, northern Great Plains are very suitable and very useful to agriculture. then suitable for transport and communication, because that is a flat land. That is a flat land. So it was the reason purpose the northern Great Plains are very suitable for the transport purpose also, even for the communication, conveying messages from one place to another place. We know about the postal department, courier, etc., etc., etc. Then useful for industrialization and urbanization. We can possible to find some of the important minerals. So while using that minerals are very useful to industrialization. And there is a backbone agriculture, and there is a transport is there, and there is a communication. It was the reason purpose there is a growth of urbanization. And development of trade, agriculture properly is going on, transport is properly going on, communication is properly going on, industrialization properly going on, urbanization properly going on. When these all behind the reasons going on means possible to development of trade. Then a number of pilgrimage places we can see for many historical places in northern Great Plains. Many historical places we have to see in northern Great Plains. So dear students, these are the importance of northern Great Plains. Importance of Himalaya separate, then importance of the northern Great Plains separate. But some points are commonly repeated. So here the importance of the northern Great Plains, very suitable for agriculture, suitable for transport and communication, useful for industrialization and urbanization, development of trade, and a number of pilgrimage places we have to found in the northern Great Plains. Then third one, the Peninsular Plateau. The third one is here, the Peninsular Plateau. So this is the largest physical division of India. See dear students, here available for that color. This is the largest physical division of India. Which one? The Peninsular Plateau is the largest physical division of India, and it is the oldest landmass. Oldest means a large continuous extent of land. So it is available for most of the large. Oldest landmass. Which is the oldest landmass means the Peninsular Plateau is the oldest landmass, and it is the largest physical division of India, and it was being a part of the Gondwana land. Gondwana means southern half of the land. Southern half of the land. It lies to the south of the Great Plains and occupies about 16 lakh kilometer. We already know that northern Great Plains south located for Peninsular Plateau, and it is occupying overall, see this is overall occupying 16 lakh kilometers. 16 lakh kilometer, and it is looking like a triangular shape. It is looking like a triangular shape formed by Cape of Kanyakumari in the southern extremity. Extremity is the greatest point, southern point here, Kanyakumari. So this is the largest physical division of our Indian country. Apex, yes, this is the highest, looking like 2 height. And dear students, it is bounded by many hills and plateaus. Bounded means the border areas we can found for some of the important hill stations and some of the important plateaus. In border areas we can found some of the important hill stations, even some of the important plateaus also. Let's see one by one. The first one is Aravali range. See there is a one yellow color round mark. This is Aravali range. And Vindhya Satpura. So this is the Vindhya and the Satpura. Look at here, bounded means only border areas only we can see for that. Aravali also located border area. Then Vindhya and Satpura ranges also located for the border area. Then Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. So dear students, green color, these all we should consider for the Western Ghats, and from east these all we should consider for the Eastern Ghats. So these also available for the border area. Then Chota Nagpura Plateau, look at here, this is the Chota Nagpura Plateau. Then Deccan Plateau, so this is for the Deccan Plateau, these are very important map for places. Then Malwa Plateau, so this is Malwa Plateau. These are the some of the important hill stations and plateaus we have to bound in Peninsular Plateau, border areas. What we have to found? Aravali, Vindhya and Satpura, Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats, Chota Nagpura ranges, Deccan Plateau and Malwa Plateau. Then the Aravali range. First we have to see for this is for the Aravali range. It is the oldest fold mountains, it means bend, oldest fold mountains, lies to the northwest. So this is northwest. And another one is Guru Shikara. Guru Shikara, it is the highest peak on the Habu hills of the Aravali range. So this is the Aravali range, dear students. In this Aravali range, one of the important hill station, Guru Shikara, it is the highest peak. Which is the highest peak in the Aravali ranges means Guru Shikara is the highest peak in Aravali ranges. So this is Guru Shikara located. This is very important map for place. Then another one, the Vindhyan ranges. See, this is Vindhyan ranges. The Vindhyan ranges. This is one of the wing. Flanks means wing. The Vindhyan ranges flanks the northern edge of the Narmada Valley. So here Narmada Valley means Narmada River edge here available for the Vindhyan ranges. Then another one is Satpura range, south of the Vindhyas. Here Vindhya available for down of the Satpura, here available down of the Vindhya, here available for the Satpura ranges. And these Satpura ranges lies between the Narmada and Tapi river. First Narmada river, then Tapi river, between here available for the Satpura. So Vindhyan ranges flanks the northern edge of the Narmada river. Where we have to found for the Vindhyan range means edge of the Narmada river. Then where we have to found for the Satpura range means between the Narmada and the Tapi rivers. Then the Western Ghats. Here some of the important differentiation question, students. What is the difference between Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats? What is the difference between Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats? So the Western Ghats are continuous range running. Western Ghats are continuous range running parallel to the west coast of India from the Tapi Valley to Kanyakumari. Here see, from here to here. So that is parallel, equal to the Tapi. So mainly here, this is Tapi, Kanyakumari, like. And they are also known as Sahyadris. Western Ghats also known as the Sahyadris. Then they are continuous. Western Ghats are continuous and steep on the western side, gentle on the eastern side. So here barta barta kammi agutte anta heltaralva, like there. And dear students, then here we can possible to see some of the important passes, Borghat, Thalghat, Palghat, some of the important passes we have to see in Western Ghats. Then south of the Palghat gap, so this is the Palghat gap, dear students. Here we can see for one of the important highest hill station, Anamalai. See, that is Anaimudi. It is the highest hill station of South India. Which is the highest hill station of South India means Anaimudi. Then the Eastern Ghats, these are the Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats are almost parallel to the east coast, equally running. And this is extended from, this is Mahanadi Valley to Kanyakumari, and here joining for the Western Ghats. and they are lower than the Western Ghats. See, this is Western Ghats are high, Eastern Ghats are low, and they are not continuous. Eastern Ghats are not continuous. The highest peak in the Eastern Ghats is Aramakonda. So this is the place of Aramakonda, the Peninsular Plateau, and the Deccan Plateau is bounded by Satpura and Vindhyas. I already explained for that, and the Western Ghats in the west and Eastern Ghats in the east, and the Mahadev and the Michael ranges in the north. And the Chota Nagpura Plateau I already explained to you people. Then importance of the Peninsular Plateau means rich in minerals. Peninsular Plateau rich in minerals means most of the minerals we have to find here. Then thick forest and biodiversity. Forests are more, and we can possible to see biodiversity also. And influence on the southwest monsoons. Influence on the southwest monsoons. Then this is very useful for agriculture and the birthplace of many rivers. Useful for the generation of hydroelectricity and has hill stations located. So this is importance of the Peninsular Plateau. In this Peninsular Plateau we can found for some of the important Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats. Then the fourth one is the coastal plains. Here the coastal plains, so this is the where available for the green color, that is the coastal plains. Here coastal plains run of Kutch from here to Ganga Delta. So here these all we can found for the coastal plains only. And the coastal plains can be divided into two parts. So the one is western coastal plains, another one is the eastern coastal plains. The western coastal plain, very important. It lies between the Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. This is the Arabian Sea and this is the Western Ghats. Between here available for the western coastal plain. It extended run of Kutch to Kanyakumari. This is run of Kutch and this is Kanyakumari. This is western coastal plain. And narrow, steep and rocky. See, this is wide and welcome means slow, and here we can find for some of the important rocks also. Then the western coastal can be divided into three parts. Which are the three parts means? The first one is Konkan coast. This is from Daman to Goa. See, Mumbai, Daman to Goa. This is Konkan coast. Then Karnataka coast, Goa to Mangalore. This is Karnataka coast. Then another one, Malabar coast, Mangalore to Kanyakumari. This is the Malabar coast. This is the western coastal plain. And another one is eastern coastal plain. This is eastern coastal plain. This is located Subarnarekha to Kanyakumari. See, this is the Subarnarekha and Kanyakumari. This is the eastern coastal plain and lies between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. This is Bay of Bengal and Eastern Ghats between located for the, which one means here, the eastern coastal plain. And it is broader than the western coastal plain. It means this is wide but this is not wide. And many rivers of South India flow across the plain. Many of the rivers South India across the plain have to flow. They have formed deltas, some of the important areas. See, first one is Mahanadi. This is the Mahanadi. And another one is, this is Godavari. Another one is Krishna river. Another one is Kaveri. And dear students, traditionally, the eastern coastal plains divided into two parts. Western coastal plains 3, eastern coastal plains 2 parts. The one is northern Sirsa, river Krishna. See, this is here too. Mainly here, river Krishna. These are the northern Sirsa part. And the southern part, which called as Coromandel coast. So this is for the Coromandel coast. And some lagoons are formed in the coastal plains. It means some of the important lakes. Lake Chilka, Lake Pulicat and Lake Kolleru. This is the Chilka Lake, Pulicat Lake, some of the important Kolleru Lake. Then importance of the coastal plains, very easy. Natural harbors where ships are sheltered. Then foreign trade purpose, very useful. Fishing and agriculture purpose. then production of salt purpose, then shipbuilding purpose, then useful for navigation purpose, then these also attract for the tourists. Then last, dear students, there are about 247 islands in India, especially for the seas. Which of these 204 islands we can found in Bay of Bengal and 43 islands we can found in Arabian Sea. And among these, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal we can possible to see for the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and the Lakshadweep Islands we can see for the Arabian Sea. So here the speciality of the Arabian Sea, they formed by the corals, it means color stones, havalagalu. So that color stones are very useful to make of the jewelries. There are 247 islands, which of these 204 in Bay of Bengal, 43 in Arabian Sea. Andaman Nicobar Islands of Bay of Bengal, Lakshadweep Islands in Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea, Lakshadweep Islands are most famous because of the reason formed by corals, color stones we have to find out there. So dear students, this is your lesson, Indian Physiography. Everybody read well, practice well. Thank you. Have a nice day.